This is Kim and Shannon.
Are you newly engaged and don't know where to start?
Have you been planning for a while and are ready to elope?
Don't stress, we've got your back.
We are From Ring to Veil,
Your wedding planning heroes. Wedding Traditions Around the World, episode number 209.
Welcome back to From Ring to Veil, the wedding planning podcast. Please take a second, subscribe, and share this show out with your friends. If you know somebody getting married, let them know we're here.
Please join our Facebook group. It's the From Ring to Veil wedding planning community. You answer 2 questions. We'll let you into our little secret society there. And you can ask questions and get advice from other wedding planning couples, wedding vendors, us, everybody that's in that community. We had some good questions today that I approved, so go check it out.
People can't just post whatever willy-nilly. We go through them and make sure they're wedding related and not anything inappropriate or hackish, or trollish. So
we do not allow trolls or wedding shaming or anything like that. This is a positive group board. We try to give you great advice from our vendors and our secret society members.
We do have timelines, and our timelines and checklists still available for $3.99. Go to fromringtoveil.com/checklists. And if you do purchase, please give it a little while. Sometimes it takes a little while to get to you for some reason. Could be an hour, could be 15 minutes, could be 2 hours. It just depends. So give it just a little bit and let us know if you do not receive it. We will send it to you. We've had to do that, I think, once. If you think of something that we have left off of the timelines and checklists, let us know. We want to make sure that it's a fully rounded resource for you guys to use, and we're not missing anything. So just let us know if you think of anything.
Today we are talking about wedding traditions from around the world.
Some people don't like traditions. Some don't want to have any kind of traditions or be traditional at all. But we think it's fun to talk about it. And we've never really done a show about around the world traditions. We've really discussed
and
the American traditions for sure.
Like that.
Exactly. Some of them can be appalling, but some of them are fun. And we thought we'd share them with you and possibly come up with something that maybe you might want to do for your wedding. Here in the U.S., most of us are a combination of a few different nationalities. So, and obviously it's not something that you would know about unless you searched it out. I just think it's fun. We did find a really good resource for this, and the link is in the show notes. So you can check that out from ringtoveil.com/209 if you want to click the link and really peruse. We didn't put everything because that would take a couple of days probably to go through. But so we've shared a couple of interesting ones. We'll say interesting one.
The first one is from Mexico, our neighbors to the south. As a Mexican bride and groom are exchanging their vows, the minister drapes a lazo, or as we call it, a lasso, of rosary beads and flowers around their shoulders in the shape of a figure 8. Not only does El Lazo represent the union of the couple, but its shape also resembles the infinity symbol, signifying how long they're hoping the marriage will last.
That's kind of a sweet one. I like that. I like the flowers. I could absolutely see that. That's just very sweet. And I just love that infinity symbol.
I had a wedding a few years ago that I did flowers and decor for, and the infinity symbol was their theme throughout the whole ceremony and reception, and I had to make little infinity symbols out of willow branches.
That's kind of cool.
I know. I had to make 200 though. So,
oh
yeah.
Well, it's fun, and you got paid for it, right?
Yeah. Well, the things we do,
Right. All right. So let's move on to Italy. The night before the wedding, an Italian groom throws a surprise party outside of his bride-to-be's. That sounds kind of weird, but that's right. Bride-to-be's window. La Serenata begins with the groom, backed by musicians, kind of sweet, serenading his fiancée, then turning into a full-blown bash, complete with lavish buffet and all of the couple's friends and family. I mean, that just sounds like the reception right there. So you have a party that night, and then the next night you party with everybody else.
I guess they don't believe in the bride not seeing the groom or the groom not seeing the bride until the wedding day. Or maybe it goes until midnight and then they have to disperse. You know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Uh-huh. But what if he can't sing? Can he get a friend?
You get enough alcohol in someone, they'll sing just fine. Anyway.
And all the neighbors will be like, oh, great, somebody's getting married. That sounded like a fun one, though.
South Korea. As a part of the falaka ceremony in South Korea, the groom's friends and family hold him down as they beat the bottoms of his feet with a stick or a dried fish. Gross! In between meetings, he's asked trivia questions, so the custom is said to help strengthen his memory and his feet. Okay.
That's interesting. And by the way, we don't speak all these languages, so if we're saying it wrong, we're sorry. We're doing the best we can. But okay, so I know a little bit about South Korean customs and stuff. They're very much into beauty and taking care of your body and face and skin and stuff like that. And so if you go to like a Korean spa, they do things like scrub you down head to toe. And I do mean head to toe. I'll leave that there. Like vigorously and like really get all the dead skin off and stuff. And so I'm wondering if that's part of the beading thing, you know, if that's sort of a...
But with the dried fish?
Maybe there's some kind of... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's something in the dried fish that's good for your feet. I don't know. Maybe it'll make them soft. Maybe. And again, if you guys know about any of these and we're leaving something out, please let us know because this is really fun and very interesting to me. Like, yeah, why dried fish on the feet? If you know, let us know. All right, the next one, Wales, which... What, we just had a couple weddings with the princes, right? Aren't they from Wales?
Well, one's the Prince of Wales. No.
They're the sons of the Prince of Wales,
They're
right?
the sons of the Princess of Wales.
Okay. Anyway, it says, back in the day when a Welshman fell in love and was ready to commit, he carved spoons from wood called love spoons and gave them to his beloved. Decorations including keys signifying the key to his heart and beads symbolizing the number of children he was hoping for. Yeah, I how neat is that? I mean, it's really, to me, that was really sweet that they took time to carve something for the person they were going to get married, which reminds me of Charles Ingalls. From Little House on the Prairie, right? He like, when they move into a place and he builds a house, he does this intricate mantelpiece, you know, that kind of, he just carves something really beautiful, makes rocking chairs for Carolyn and, you know, that kind of stuff. But that's kind of what it reminded me of. But I thought that was kind of sweet.
FYI, she's been watching Little House on the Prairie on Amazon Prime. Lately.
That's right.
So
it's free. You guys watch it. It's interesting.
Peru. In Peruvian weddings, the cake is typically assembled with ribbons attached to charms. One of these is a fake wedding ring. During the reception, all the single women in attendance participate in the cake pool, each grabbing a ribbon. The single lady who pulls off the fake wedding ring, per tradition, will be the next one to get married. We've talked about this before, I think, in something else. Mm-hmm. I don't remember, but anyway, that's a cool tradition, I think.
So that would take the place of the bouquet toss?
Yeah, I think that's when we were talking about it, alternatives to something like that. I mean, you could get just a small cake and do ribbons in it and do that instead of the bouquet toss.
Well, I mean, it's, like you said, an alternate to having to do that or wanting to do that. But then again, you're ruining a cake.
You can still eat it.
I don't know.
Well, you're pulling the ribbon out. You're not,
True.
Not sticking your fingers in it.
True, but wouldn't that just be tore to bits? I don't know.
No.
From what I'm imagining, it would just be a small cake.
I would put them underneath. Yeah. Maybe you just put them underneath the cake, and then you pull them out.
And not actually inside the cake. Good thought. All right. Next, we're going to Germany. After getting married, couples in Germany are presented with a large log and saw. Here you go. Here's a log and a saw. By sawing the log in half as a team, it is believed that they are proving their ability to work together in overcoming obstacles. And I would say that's right. If two people can saw a log with one long, that's a team, right?
All I can picture is two lumberjack type people.
Yeah.
With that saw, that log saw with the handles on both ends.
Even they have to get into a rhythm and do it right, or it gets stuck and that fun stuff. So I agree. That's a good one.
Okay. Ireland. In Ireland, when the bride and groom are dancing, the bride must keep at least 1 foot on the floor at all times.
That is hard, right?
Well, no. If you don't have both feet on the floor or at least 1 foot on the floor, you're going to fall.
Well, not if you're jumping.
If they're Irish dancing, isn't there 1 foot on the floor at all times anyway? Anyway, Irish folklore states that if she doesn't, evil fairies will come and sweep her away. This might make dancing a little difficult. Yeah, because the Fae world is all alive in Ireland and Scotland. So
evil spirits too, which I haven't seen mentioned yet.
Yeah.
Going to Russia, in a gesture of respect, couples in Moscow often take wedding photos at the tomb of the unknown soldier near the Kremlin, then lay down flowers afterwards. That's really respectful. I mean, I can see that if you're getting married around there anyway.
Mm-hmm. And I guess if your family member was a soldier or a person in the military, it would be nice, but kind of morbid at the same time.
A little bit, yeah.
Norway. The Norse. The Vikings. Norwegian tradition states that the bride will wear an ornate silver and gold crown that has small charms dangling all around it. When she moves, the tinkling sound is supposed to deflect evil spirits. There's the evil spirits.
But I also think that would be really cute.
And, in the Norse, when the Norse were invading England before it was England, that's all they wanted was silver.
Really?
And gold, yeah. That's why they pillaged for more silver and gold.
Very interesting. Guatemala. The parents of Guatemalan grooms can do whatever they want, including smashing things. When the newlyweds arrive, it's tradition that the groom's mom breaks a white ceramic bell filled with grains like rice and flour to bring prosperity to the couple. Now, does she break that on his head? On his back? Just breaks it?
Breaks it, I think.
Okay. But you would think with the rice and flour, you'd want it to land on somebody.
Wow.
Hopefully they've changed that to birdseed.
This next one's gross. I'm just warning you. It started out really good, and then I read the second line, and I'm like, gross. Anyway, France. French brides and grooms traditionally eat chocolate and champagne after the reception. That's good, yes.
Mm-hmm.
They must consume these treats from a toilet bowl.
Ooh.
The point is to give the two some strength before their wedding night. I have no idea how that correlates. Strength of a good bowel movement?
Yeah, maybe. Just clear them out for the night. I don't know. Maybe. It is very something I wouldn't want to do. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
And does it have to be an actual toilet bowl? Or could it be a pretend little play toilet bowl? Like you've seen those mugs.
Yeah, or just a bowl, because,
Mm-hmm.
It was a privy before.
That's right, right. A chamber pot.
A chamber pot. There you go.
A very clean chamber pot would be fine. I could do that. See, I mean, some of these traditions are kind of fun.
Gross.
All right, next. Egypt. For good luck, Egyptian women pinch the bride on the wedding day, which I've heard not just necessarily Egyptian, but that's just something I guess they do.
Just don't pinch her on her face.
Yeah. Please. Yeah. Or don't leave a bruise.
Yeah.
I'd say don't leave a bruise.
In Sweden, a Swedish bride puts a silver coin from her father and a gold coin from her mother in each shoe to ensure that she will never do without. That's a cool. Kind of like a 6 pence in your shoe, but this is a gold and a silver coin.
That's a nice one. Morocco. Moroccan women take a milk bath to purify themselves before their wedding ceremony. Now, I know of lots of people that do this just because it pulls out toxins and stuff like that. I would definitely do this.
I don't know. Bathing in milk.
Well, if you don't like cow's milk, you could do like almond milk.
Yes, I'm swimming in vanilla almond milk.
Unsweetened. It's supposed to be really good for the skin anyway.
Well, they say milk and honey. You know, there's all those salons with
That's
milk
right.
and honey in the name. Sorry, I kind of sound like a frog sometimes today. In Holland, a pine tree is planted outside the newlyweds' home as a symbol of fertility and luck. That's cool.
I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Except for the fertility part.
Yeah, but also, what if they don't have a home yet?
Yeah, well,
you just hold on to it and plant it somewhere?
I guess you put it in a pot and put it outside where they're living.
Duh, we could do that.
I got 2 pine trees in front of my house.
I got a couple pine trees, too.
Mine are in little pots. Yours are in the ground and 100 feet tall.
All right. In South Africa, the parents of both bride and groom traditionally carry fire from their hearths to light the new fire in the newlyweds' hearth. That's
cool. Iceland, where it's cold and green.
That's right.
And Greenland's cold and ice. So anyway, so significant was the drinking and loss of money that in the late 1700s, the Icelandic government put a stop to the alcohol-fueled wedding. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Celebrations were patrolled and soon weddings were referred to as bread parties. Coffee and pastries were enjoyed and the kransekaka cake became a favorite wedding tradition. Quite different from the Anglo wedding desserts. The cake is made of layered pastry wreaths, concealing bottles of wine or a tower of chocolates and candies inside. Cool.
When I watched the British baking show, they made some of these, and they are so cool. They're just like, it's like you remember those toys when you're little with the rings? They got smaller as you go up. Mm-hmm. It's basically that, but really pretty and look really good. So I would probably actually like that. A bread party? Yeah.
Bread. Hello.
All right. And so I had to throw the Austria one in here because I am Austrian. The auction of the bridal shoe is very popular in Austria. It helps to fill the newlywed's purse. Like a real auction, all wedding guests bid on the shoe. And it says shoe, so I'm thinking it's just one. The custom stipulates, however, that the final bid is made by the father, best man, or groom. Only with a purchased shoe can he uphold the honor of his daughter or his wife.
Ooh, so what if the groom doesn't win it and the best man does?
Well, he's upholding the honor of his best man's wife, I guess, okay. Right?
All right.
But what I don't understand, so the parents are probably already paying for the wedding.
Yeah.
And the highest bidder is going to be the father or the best man or the groom. So are they actually going to be paying for their...
It's probably not much.
Yeah, I would say so.
They probably do like a penny, $1.
$1. €1 would be, right? €1.
I don't know.
Used to be shillings, but I think they're euros now.
Is Austria part of the European Union?
I believe they were. I believe they had euros. They did have shillings before then. Okay. And that is it for the traditions around the world. Again, if you want to check out the full... and there's a lot more to to peruse. You can check out the show notes at fromringtoveil.com/209 or hopefully right there in your podcasting app.
So we have a huge announcement next episode. Just stay tuned and listen in the next week for it.
Things are changing and we're letting you know how. Like Shan said, stay tuned. If you have questions, comments, please email us info@fromringtoveil.com.
If you want some swag, which we sold some this past week.
Yay!
Go to fromringtoveil.com/TEE and you can check out all there is on that and shop and buy totes and t-shirts and coffee mugs and all kinds of stuff.
Join our group on Facebook from Rain to Veil Wedding Planning Community. We're eagerly awaiting you to join.
And subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Alexa, anywhere, Google Podcast.
And until next time, no stress, no worries. Keep calm and listen on. Music provided by bensound.com.